Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're exploring a story that's, well, truly remarkable, actually. It shows how one person just being vulnerable can ripple outwards and literally save someone else's life.
It's a fascinating dynamic, isn't it?
It really is. And at the heart of it, it's this incredible connection between actress Olivia Munn and Allison Hall, who's a correspondent for Inside Edition.
Right.
And their story just highlights so clearly how powerful sharing personal experiences can be, especially in, health advocacy.
Absolutely. It moves beyond just awareness.
Exactly. So our main source for this is a CBS News piece. It's by Analisa Novak. Came out June 18th, 2025. And it really captures this whole interaction beautifully.
A solid source.
Yeah. So our mission today really is to unpack how a public health story can become intensely personal, how it leads to crucial early detection and maybe even changes how someone sees themselves. We want to pull out the key insights for you.
And maybe some of the surprising details along the way.
Definitely. Okay, so let's dive in. The whole thing kicks off with Olivia Munn making a very public decision, a brave one, to share her own breast cancer diagnosis.
Yeah, that took courage.
It did. And the source, it makes it really clear that this act had a direct, almost immediate impact.
Well, and it's compelling, isn't it? How a personal health journey shared like that, so transparently, it just instantly becomes this big public health moment.
Right.
It's not just data or information. It's inspiration. It motivates action.
And that action, that transparency, it directly led to Allison Hall's diagnosis. Which, it saved her life, but it makes you think, we're swimming in information constantly, right? So why do you think a personal story like Olivia's, why does that cut through the noise so much better than, say, a standard health campaign?
That's a really good question, I think. I think it comes down to relatability,
Yeah.
When we see someone, especially someone in the public eye, being open about their vulnerability, it creates this immediate sense of trust. It kind of shifts the health advice from just this abstract idea, you should think about this, to something much more personal, like, wow, this could be me. I need to do something.
What makes it real?
Exactly. And for Allison Hall, that doing something was taking a breast cancer risk assessment test, which that's usually like a questionnaire or maybe an online tool looking at family history, genetics, things like that. And that test prompted more screening, leading to her diagnosis, stage 0 breast cancer. And here's the crucial bit. It was caught on her very first MRI screening.
Wow.
Her first one. And Allison herself said, and this quote, it really lands, she said, "I had no idea that this story would truly save my life." And she added that Munn really gave me the gift of early detection by sharing her story.
Such powerful wording.
It is. What do you make of that specific phrase, gave me the gift of early detection? Why is that phrasing so impactful, do you think? Well, I think it highlights the contrast, doesn't it? The alternative. Early detection isn't just, a nice phrase. It has real, tangible, life-changing consequences.
Yeah.
Allison had a double mastectomy in January, then reconstructive surgery in May. But the key detail, the gift, really, is that because it was caught so early, stage 0, means it hadn't spread at all.
Before it could even get going.
Precisely. Because of that, she was able to avoid chemotherapy and radiation entirely.
Which is huge. And that avoidance, it's such a stark contrast to her own mother's experience. Her mom battled stage 2B breast cancer 20 years ago.
A more advanced stage.
Yeah, much more advanced, needing those tougher treatments, the chemo and radiation. So for Allison, catching it this early, it let her, as she put it, take a preventative measure to have peace of mind for the rest of my life.
That peace of mind. You can't really put a price on that, can you?
No, you really can't.
And what's also really striking here is the connection that developed between Olivia and Allison. It wasn't just a public statement, and that was it. The source points out Olivia Munn was reaching out privately, checking in with Allison over the months, even sent her a recovery care package after her surgery.
Wow. That goes way beyond just public advocacy, doesn't it?
It absolutely does. It speaks to a genuine personal bond forming there, based on this shared, though different, experience.
And that private connection, it eventually became public. They actually met up for the first time. It was a Saturday at Leon's restaurant in Greenwich Village.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and they filmed it. They wanted to share what they called this special bond and this special story with everyone.
That really underlines the authenticity of it all, I think. It's not just, a quick news hit. It's this ongoing relationship built on shared experience, mutual support.
Yeah.
And that ripple effect. It goes even further than just Allison, right? She apparently collected letters from 7 other women.
7 others.
Yeah, 7 other women who also said Olivia Munn's openness pushed them to get tested. And Allison believes there are probably, hundreds more women worldwide who've been impacted in a similar way.
Hundreds. Just from one person sharing their story. It's incredible.
It really is.
So, thinking of the cancer journey itself, what does this mean for that process? And how does it connect with something really personal like body image? Allison acknowledges, as a survivor, you never really feel done.
That's a common feeling.
You're always looking over your shoulder. I'll be going to the doctor at least once a year. But she also said she felt really good and proud of myself that I'm through this really hard part.
And that brings up such an important point about survivorship, doesn't it? It's not just about the physical healing. There's this whole other journey, mental, emotional, and body image is a huge part of that for many people.
Definitely.
Allison was brave enough to share about putting on a bathing suit for the first time after her surgery. And she told her husband she felt beautiful.
That's a really profound moment, isn't it? It feels like more than just physical recovery. It's reclaiming something.
Exactly. It's like a psychological triumph. You're reframing this body that's been through trauma, seeing it not as damaged, but as a symbol of strength, of what you've overcome.
Yeah.
It's a journey, like you said. And Allison being open about it sends such a vital message of hope to others going through similar things.
She reflected on it too. She said, and this is so important, I think, body image for women is a really big deal. It's something that I've worked on for my whole life. And then this life event happens and you need to sort of reframe your mind with it. And now she sees her new body as something to be proud of. It showcases all that I've been through.
Wow. Showcases all that I've been through.
That's powerful reframing.
It really is. So wrapping this up, what a powerful deep dive this has been, seeing how one person's decision, just deciding to be brave and share, can literally save lives, inspire so many others.
Yeah.
We've seen that direct line from Olivia Munn's Advocacy to Allison Hall getting diagnosed early, getting onto a much more peaceful treatment path. And we've also touched on that wider ripple effect, haven't we? The personal connections, the support, but also that deep psychological journey of survivorship. Redefining yourself, your image.
Right.
It's really a testament to human connection, especially when facing these huge challenges. I think the key takeaway here is, medical facts are crucial, obviously. But sometimes the thing that actually triggers life-saving action, it's just seeing someone else's courage, someone sharing their story.
Making it personal.
Exactly. It turns a general health guideline into this deeply personal reason to take care of yourself.
So for you listening, this deep dive really shows that knowledge, when it's shared openly, it can be this incredibly valuable gift. It's not just about being aware, is it? It's about the actions you can take, because you truly understand someone else's experience.
Makes you think, doesn't it? How often do we maybe underestimate the impact of our own stories, even the tough ones?
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. And maybe it's not always about big public declarations. Sometimes it's just the quiet sharing that empowers someone else. This whole story, it really encourages us to think differently about the health conversations we have. Publicly, privately, doesn't matter. What lessons can we maybe take from this, from the huge impact of just one shared story, and, apply them elsewhere, in other parts of our lives, our communities?
That's a great question. Something to definitely mull over as you go about your day. Thank you so much for joining us on this deep dive.